Buenas tardes a todos, aquí estamos un día más en Spain Eurovision Info. Yo soy Aitor y hoy estamos con uno de los posibles representantes de Malta en el próximo Festival de Eurovisión 2023 en Liverpool. Jason, hi, thank you so much for accepting our invitation. And yeah, as I said, you are one of the 40 contestants, 39 contestants actually, for Malta Eurovision, Malta Eurovision Song Contest for this year. And yeah, thank you so much for accepting our invitation and coming to our channel.
Hola, yes, Spain. Estoy muy feliz to be here with you, and I'm really looking forward to this interview. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yeah, our pleasure, don't worry. So yeah, as I say, you are one of the 39 contestants, 40 originally, contestants that were selected to enter MESC 2023, and you are entering with your song Anything Can Happen, right?
Yes.
So before we start talking about the contest, can you tell us a little bit more about your background, which are singers that you look up to, music style that you enjoy the most singing, and also what made you enter this competition and your expectations about this journey that you already started?
Yes. So I started writing songs when I was 16, and basically they're all about me and my life experiences. In fact, I wrote Anything Can Happen before the pandemic. It was a time when I was very, very busy and I was forgetting myself and I was feeling really ugly inside because I wasn't giving too much attention to me. So this is what the song is about. It's about me being also aware of what's happening around me because sometimes you forget what's happening around us. And basically, how I started my life journey in music is I listened to a lot of different styles because my parents at home used to play a lot of different music, so rock, R&B, soul, funk, Motown, anything. And my sister, who is Debbie Scerri, she represented Malta in the Eurovision for 1997 with her song Let Me Fly. So I come from a musical family. We have a musical background. And then I decided to go study in England. Actually, right that year, when my sister represented Malta in Ireland, I went to study in London.
Okay.
But I didn't just want to study music and singing. I wanted to study also acting and dance because I wanted to be on stage. And then when I graduated in 2000, I went to Germany and I lived there for 15 years and I did a lot of musical theater. But at the same time, I was also recording my own music when I found time. And then I came back to Malta because unfortunately my father was very ill and he passed away 6 years ago, well, almost 7 years ago now.
Oh, sorry.
And then I tried to find my way again in music because when something like this hits you, like when someone in your family dies, it changes you completely. And I was very close to my dad, so that really made me aware more of certain things, what was more important in life, like family, love, all these things. But then I got the chance just before the pandemic to go and sing on a cruise ship, which was something that I also wanted to experience.
Very nice.
And then I got stuck actually with the pandemic. I got stuck in the Caribbean
Oh,
for 3 months, which
not
was
the
very
not the worst place to be stuck.
not the worst place to be. The weather was great, but unfortunately, we didn't know anything about it. I was very far away from home, very worried about my family. And then finally I managed to get back safe and sound. And then I thought last year, okay, you have to do something with your music now that we are back, you know, everything is happening again. And then I took part first in Malta's Got Talent. And then from there, I also did a musical show, very important musical show last year in summer. And then the entry to the Eurovision. And I was like, okay, this is it. Let's do it.
Nice. Yeah. So you did like different all kind of stuff related with music.
Yes.
So that's really nice. So you have a lot of experience on the stage, which is really good for Eurovision. So you said that you entered already Eurovision in the past. or like what's your
I tried to submit in the past, but I didn't get this far. So for me, this
okay.
is the first time sharing the Eurovision stage with other local artists who are important. I
Yeah,
mean, I am still like getting known here in my country, you know?
yeah, yeah, I understand. So yeah, it's really nice that Malta is doing this, showing these 40 songs auditions before the semifinals, because in the past we know that they directly choose internally like which 24 or how like whatever songs go to the semifinal. So it's
Yes.
a good opportunity for you to show your voice and talent. But yeah, talking about the song, so it's called Anything Can Happen, and we could hear it fully on the first quarterfinal on the 13th of January. What can we tell us for the for of the about the song? Like, what's the message you want to spread with your song, and how was the songwriting process of it?
Okay, so basically the song is about taking risks, but at the same time, when you take so many jobs and you take so many things, don't forget what's going on around you, but also don't forget what's inside you. Because, like I told you, I went through a phase where I started to feel ugly inside because I had no connection anymore with what was happening inside me because I was so busy. I didn't even have time to spend with my loved ones. And therefore, anything can happen is like, yes, go for what you think you need to do because, you know, some chances come and they go. So take those opportunities, but also find the time to be with yourself, to look at the beauty inside you, because anything can happen and things can change so quickly, like we saw in with the pandemic, right? So yes, that's what the song is about. It's a very positive message, and it's a catchy tune, I think. So yes, I like it.
Yeah, it is a beautiful message, as you said, a very important one. So, what can we expect from you on the stage? Because if you happen to be one of the top 24 songs, which voted next this Friday, when the
Mhm.
voting will be open, you will only have like 6 days to prepare for the semifinal, which is next Thursday. So, I guess that you already have a plan, you've been rehearsing and everything. So, can you give us a hint of what we will see from you on the semifinal?
Yes, so I have already been working, obviously, because like you said, it's a short time after we know if we're through. My team will be made up of the full amount of artists that you can have on stage. So I will not be alone on stage, that's for sure. More than that, I cannot really tell you, but it's going to be very interesting, very entertaining, very exciting. And it's going to have a bit of everything.
Nice, nice, nice. So yeah, I'm sure that's gonna be a great show. And what about if you win MESC 23 and represent Malta? First of all, yeah, you said that your sister already represented Malta back in '97, right? Uh,
Yes.
so I guess that she will give you very good tips. And also like you will have already like know how Eurovision works and everything. But what do you mean? It mean for you to represent Malta in Eurovision, and also, will you change the staging or even the song for the competition for Eurovision, or would you keep it the same?
So, firstly, I would be so proud and so honored and humbled to be able to represent my country in the Eurovision because I've been watching the Eurovision almost all my life. And I think it's one of the biggest events in music, and you are watched from all over the world, basically. I think that I would, of course, take the opinion of the whole team and of PBS Malta to see what needs to be done to take it to that level then for Liverpool. And it would be such an amazing ride for me, definitely.
Amazing, yeah,
Another dream come true, basically.
yeah, of course. Um, and now, talking a bit more about this year's competition.
Mhm.
So, we know that there are, as we discussed earlier, 39 songs, very different, from like very known artists or very like newbies. So, how do you feel about competing against such a big names in Malta, such as Fabrizio Fanillo, for example, who represented Malta twice in Eurovision, or Brooke and Maxine that already competed in MESC that many times. How do you feel about the competition and sharing the stage with such a varied artist?
I feel very honored and very proud to be on the same stage. I mean, if it happens with these artists, we already shared a little bit the same stage, but we couldn't do the whole performance. I really like catchy tunes, and funnily enough, you mentioned Fabrizio Faniello, and his song I can remember straight away. Like from the first time I saw it, and I heard it, I started to sing with it. So I really like Fabrizio's song. And then, of course, yes, Brooke, I think she's a very good contender to win this year.
Mm,
But whoever wins, I wish them the best. And I just look forward to have fun on stage if I get to be with them again in the semifinals.
mm,
And we are a very nice team. We help each other. We're good friends, actually. It doesn't feel like a competition at all. So that's a really nice thing.
yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, all of you the same. Like you don't feel like a competition. It's more like a sharing the stage and concert with.
I mean, it will be nerve-wracking, I'm sure, if once you're there. But even when we sang the first time in the quarterfinals, everybody was like helping each other. I remember that day was very windy. We thought that the wind was going to pull the tent where we were at.
Yeah.
And it was really, really cold, which was not normal for Malta because the 2 weeks before that, it was really, really sunny.
Yeah.
So yes, we were there for each other and keeping ourselves warm. It was nice.
Yeah, that's amazing. And talking about Eurovision in general, are you a follower of Eurovision? I guess so, because you better be because of your sister. So, do you have any favorite acts from Malta, apart from your sister, or it could be your sister, or just in general in Eurovision? What are your favorite songs?
Well, I think for me, the Eurovision song, the winning song that did it for me was in 2015, the Swedish entry Heroes with
Heroes,
Months. I
yeah.
think that performance was so full, like he had everything and he nailed it. He's an amazing artist. That would be something that I can see myself doing. But what I mean is he really impressed me a lot. There are so many good Eurovision songs, and with regards to Malta, I think from every decade you could choose so many songs. I have to say that Chiara's Angel for me was a very good contender, and it's a shame that she didn't win with that song.
She
But
almost did.
sorry,
She almost won, but
she almost won exactly because she was second that year,
yeah,
right?
yes.
Yes. I think Eurovision is the best thing that can happen to an artist here in Malta. So whoever wins, I will be there to support them for sure.
Amazing. That's so great. So yeah, I think we came to the end of the interview. Thank you so much, Jason, for your time and taking time to answer our questions.
Muchas
Uh,
gracias.
yeah, de nada. We wish you the best luck for your live performance. We hope to see you live in semifinal and final. Maybe follow the steps of your sister and represent Malta in Eurovision. Before we go, if you could send a message to our followers of Spain Eurovision Info and your fans watching this video, that would be very great. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And to all the fans, I say follow us on Friday, coming Friday, because it's going to be the decisive moment. Yes, and let's, how you say, keep our fingers crossed that the people that you support will be there. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Grazie.
Bye bye.